This is everybody's day. This is everybody's day. The future of the church lies in discipleship. And it's not in the strange discipleship models where human beings begin to own men. What happens in discipleship is that men are taught, they are indoctrinated into becoming, not into knowing. The teaching ministry is to produce a product. It's like a factory. And you are paying attention to everything that you are communicating because you have a product in mind. So I can ask you, if you think that the need for Bekuta now is intercession, can you raise an intercessor? Because you can't raise an intercessor by just making him pray. You will need to teach intercession. And every topic that you are bringing is strategic to make sure that the tokens of an intercessor are put in there. If the call is to raise a priest, then you need to find the template of priesthood. How that a man can be in the earth, but he can eavesdrop what is happening in heaven. You will teach all those things, and then you will not just teach them so that they write it down. You will rehearse it before them. That this is how, here and now, to hear what God is saying, and then bring it to the earth. Jesus didn't teach the class of spiritual transport. But when he said, who do men say that I am? They brought him environmental revelation. And right there where they stood, he had testified before that the Son of Man who is standing before them is also in heaven. Peter came into the shape of the Christ. He brought an utterance that was not environmental. Jesus confirmed this source by saying to him, he said, flesh and blood has not revealed this to you. Because you can go to church for 52 Sundays and the pastor is preaching from flesh and blood. It's a highly revelatory realm. It sounds good, it sounds high, but it does not equate, thus saith the Lord. My Father who is in heaven. He didn't say my Father who came from heaven. It means, Peter, you got this feedback because you were transported. You were here and you were there at the same time. There was no special class to teach it, but because you listened to me long enough, what I could do, you could also do. That's discipleship. Product in discipleship is the Christ. There's no other thing. Teach them, baptizing them, immersing them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. And in baptism, there is the immersion of water where we say you are baptized in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. There is also the second part aspect of that baptism, because the name there is symbolic of authority and character. It means that when you teach, you immerse people into the character of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, and under His authority. So that one of the signatures of accurate discipleship is submission to the government of God. What else? Teaching them to observe. That's a curriculum for ministry, for your mission. Teaching them to observe, to pay attention, so that they can do all things whatsoever commanded you. It means that the same things that Jesus taught His disciples are the same things that you must teach. The church is littered with extracurricular activities, extracurricular topics, things that don't make for advancement in the direction of the Christ. As I begin to round up, ministers, remember, like I used to say with one of my brothers, your work will be scored. And when people are finished clapping for you on this side of eternity, one day you will stand and defend everything you did in the name of ministry. While you will stand and defend every song. Because the fact that you heard a song and you enjoyed that song does not mean that that is what they are singing in heaven. If you sing away from what they are singing in heaven, it will not download the reality of heaven. When we come to a church, what we come into is a live service. A service that is being expressed here at the same time it is happening in heaven. So that we come into fresh realities. We don't want to hear what Jesus told you last night. We want to hear what He is saying now. I love your presence. What's that song? I love your precepts. What is your wisdom? What are you saying? I love your presence.
I love your presence.
And I love your precepts.
I love your precepts.
Saibala Hakabaha.